What would you do if a loved one died while away from home? Unfortunately, this is a scenario that families do not consider, and tragically, this does happen. The children are left in absolute chaos and total confusion of where to start and what has to be done to bring their mom or dad home. There is a marvelous one-of-a-kind solution. Last week, a dad called me and said, "I want that travel thing you have." I thanked him for calling, and I was thrilled that he knew about that travel thing. I suggested that we meet together with him to explain the benefits of the Secure Return Travel Protection Plan. He said, "No, I live in Toronto. Gas is way too expensive to have you drive here and explain it to me. Can we do this over the phone?" I said, "Absolutely, yes, we can. We can do this now." We proceeded to cover the features of the Secure Return Assurance Plan, or SRAP. This return of mortal remains if a person died more than 100 kilometers or 60 miles from their legal residence in North America. The lifetime membership is available to all people, regardless of age or medical conditions. This is the best coverage available, and people are blown away that there are no medical questions or age limit to purchase this coverage. The benefits also include preparation requirements of their mortal remains, the sending and receiving of consulate and public health paperwork and fees, the legal proof of death certificate. Additionally, if needed, legal translations of documents, interpreter referrals, emergency message transmission to family members are also included in the coverage for the incredible one-time lifetime fee of $499.46 as a single payment, or you could pay $41.62 monthly for 1 year. People are blown away when they know that they're completely covered for the rest of their life. Total peace of mind knowing that if your mom or dad died away from home with one phone call, everything will be done and paid for, either bringing your mom or dad's body home or their cremated remains. Over the phone, we filled and completed the application form, and I congratulated him, and he said to me, "I'm going on a trip, and when I get back, I want to talk to you about prepaying my funeral arrangements." 12 days later, we had a call at the funeral home that this man died in Bora Bora. My strength is human sciences, and geography is not my strong point. I looked up where Bora Bora is. Well, it's in the island in the area of the South Pacific Ocean. Over the course of the next few days, we learned that the dad had died in a town that did not have a refrigerated mortuary. His remains were flown to another town that did have a refrigerated mortuary and held there until they could locate his next of kin to fill out the documentation needed to start the process of sending his body home. The legal documents were in Spanish and had to be translated into English for his executors to start closing his estate in Ontario. This was covered with the Secure Return Assurance Plan. The shipping requirements to send a body across international borders are regulated by the sending and receiving country consulates and inspected by the public health departments. The preparation of the body and accompanying documents, official seals or stamps, and other forms of verification are needed in this process. This was all covered by the Secure Return Assurance Plan. Then the mortal remains are casketed and placed into a shipping container. This was driven to the airport with the supporting documentation, and the container was weighed, and the cost to fly the body home was determined. This was covered by the Secure Return Assurance Plan. A call was placed to the Ontario Funeral Home to let them know when to pick up the mortal remains at the Toronto International Airport. The funeral home then went to the airport, picked up the shipping container and all the documentation, and drove the dad back to the funeral home. All this was organized and paid for with the Secure Return Assurance Plan. What an immense relief for the family. One phone call from the local funeral home telling them they were picking up their father from the airport. There was no financial obligations for their family because their father had the most amazing foresight to purchase the Secure Return Assurance Plan. Without this type of coverage, the family would have been extremely stressed emotionally and overwhelmed financially to make the necessary and complicated arrangements to bring a body across an international border and pay the approximately $12,000 it would have cost to bring their dad home. What an incredible relief for them. I do not believe he thought he would die on this trip, as he had said to me that he wanted to complete his funeral pre-planning when he returned home. This is a sad story. It could have been a lot sadder had this dad not had the foresight and courage to purchase the Secure Return Assurance Plan and take care of this potentiality for his family. The Secure Return Assurance Plan is the only solution for 100% peace of mind for all of one's travel for eternity. Many savvy people have not thought about the logistics and the emotional or financial complications to return a loved one home if they died away from home. With the Secure Return Assurance Plan, there's total peace of mind for all your lifetime travel for all eternity.